Hi, welcome back to My Cup of TV with Jenny.
JD.
So, season 4, episode 21 of The Vampire Diaries. She's come undone.
Ooh. I'm going to guess that's not Hayley, because that's not fair to refer to her situation as being undone. It's not Rebecca. Rebecca seems to be fairly knowing where she stands and what she wants. Okay, it could be Catherine if she loses her shit after Elijah has broken up with her or walked away from her. Could be Elena, because obviously they walked into that basement cell being like, let's play a game.
The Chamber of Secrets.
Yeah. I don't think it's Caroline. It could be Bonnie.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a couple of possibilities.
Yeah. So please remember to like, comment and subscribe. Remember, over on Patreon you can be watching these as full-length reactions. And
We're graduating this year. This is it. We need to soak up every second before...
Wait, something's not right. I don't want to be here. What is it?
Ooh, they're playing mind games with her.
We're not really here, are we?
I just wanted to show you all the things you've been missing out on since you took the giant leap over the cuckoo's nest.
Let me talk to her. Before any more interventioning, if she's weak, she can't hurt me.
I think it can't hurt.
They share different memories that the boys wouldn't even know about.
Yeah.
Good luck.
A deep, long connection.
It's really too bad Stefan stopped me before I put you out of your misery.
Do whatever you have to do.
Sometimes, you know what, though, that's all it takes for her to be on board, is just to let her see.
Just know that she had a try.
Why are you still in Mystic Falls? Some of us don't have the option of leaving. Some of us are broke and failing all of our classes and stuck here.
Poor Matt.
Yeah.
I would.
Sometimes I wish they'd make him a vampire, because then he could compel some money.
You're convinced.
You know what I mean? He would
90 million
Yeah.
potentially have a better quality of life.
Remember?
Don't remind me.
Sorry.
I like, but his point that you have the whole world at your feet,
Yeah.
and you're here moaning about stuff like, do you know what I would give to be able to have my family, for one? Now, she's moaning about her siblings. He lost his. And to be able to go and do whatever you want, whenever you want, not have to worry about money or school or...
It doesn't undermine her unhappiness, but
No.
her unhappiness, well, some of her unhappiness is temporary.
Yeah.
And also it's very privileged unhappiness to have, because he's
Yeah.
like, I don't have that privilege.
Yeah, it's like, your feelings are valid, but know your audience. It's
And
like...
also, maybe it could help in the process of remembering or finding things to remember to be grateful for. Because actually, it's not as bad as it could be for her.
It's like, sitting in front of people that can't afford to eat, moaning that you didn't want this for dinner, you wanted that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I could really use you over here.
For what? Moral support, or so you can check up on me?
Moral support. And maybe just a tiny check-in.
People
to
should
make
be
sure
checking
that
up on
Silas
her.
isn't playing.
Whenever you're ready, brother.
Am I supposed to be scared? And even if you do manage to get my emotions back, I'll remember all this, and I'll hate both of you for it.
Worth the risk.
To be fair, if you're Damon, you're like, she's hated me before.
But that feels better, huh? How about a little gratitude? Or any human emotion what's...
I ordered you a cap and gown.
You did?
I just figured that you'd forget, so I ordered yours when I ordered mine.
Oh.
And I got one for Elena, too.
I think it's nice to hear that someone, for him, like, someone thought of me.
Yeah.
Matt mentioned that he was failing classes and needed a study buddy.
You're failing?
Oh.
Why didn't you ask me to help? Matt!
This year's been a little distracting.
I was going to say, it's hardly a surprise.
All hands on deck. That's the motto around here, right?
It's nice to see how Rebecca's taken on board what he said and been like, I could be a part of this group by...
She's doing what Klaus is not capable of doing, which is being checked, and then you check yourself, and then you go, okay, cool. If I want to build relationships, I need to
have something to offer as well. Yeah.
Olive branches, but be selfless, be more giving. Just not be so self-centered.
And the fact that she's thought it through, like with the food.
It's very sweet.
Something that she doesn't need, So
Yeah.
maybe she wouldn't even need to consider it.
No,
But the fact that
that's
she
what I
thought
mean.
that's what
It's
you
selfless,
need. Yeah.
which is really good. And I think that she does have that. I think that, you know how they say that you can be a reflection of the company you keep?
Yeah.
She's been around Klaus for
Yeah.
so long, you know what I mean? And we've said this in previous episodes, she doesn't know who she is, stand alone on her own 2 feet. And so having space, she now is able to find out who she wants to be and to strive and to behave that way.
Which is why I always find it so sad when you go back to when we first meet Rebecca that she wasn't able to build a friendship with Elena.
Yeah.
Because I think she would have been a
She
very
would have
different...
Poisoned by the will, by Klaus.
And also, when Matt's saying about failing classes, I'm like, do you know what? That's such, I think, a good thing to have in this show because it's very realistic that with everything going on, of course he's not going to be able to keep up.
Yeah.
And, you know, unlike them, he also has to have a job. And so when is he able to do his schoolwork?
Very much.
Because again, how many people would watch this show and be like, with all this going on and they're off here, are they ever at school? Do they ever actually...
Yeah. And I wonder if there's something they could do with... It'd be really hard because I don't even know if Matt would accept it, but not like charity, but if Rebecca is in a position where she doesn't have to worry about money, can she forward that on? Can she, you know what I mean, pay it forward? Can she literally kind of help him out? Be like, hey, here's 50 grand. Like, I literally... Because if that doesn't matter to me, as in I can get it because of the powers I have... Let me help someone in need. But I don't know how you could offer that to someone. Matt is very... He's got his pride, he works hard, and he wants to stand on his own 2 feet. But let's face it, he's been dealt a shitty hand. So
I think the relationship with Matt and Rebecca, he would see it as her trying to buy his friendship.
Yeah,
and that's what I mean. His moral code is that I can't be bought.
Yeah, yeah. Although maybe that's not as much of a problem now that he's in Tyler's house.
Yeah.
I don't know, so I'm not sure.
Whereas I think if it was like, I'm sorry for what I've done, I know this doesn't make up for it, but here's a load of money and I'm leaving town. There's no expectation of now you've bought my friendship.
No, but she you're right, she would have to give it in a way that was completely no strings attached. But it's hard, right? Because if you have that facility and you want to just genuinely help someone, but they won't accept it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I just wondered. But I think he mentioned earlier bills, didn't he? Bills to pay. So even though he's in Tyler's house, he still obviously has bills to pay. So, yeah, he will still have an ongoing need of money. Yeah. And he's only supposed to be, like, 18? So, I don't know. But also, Rebecca looks really nice with her hair back like that. It's different. It's, I don't know, it's just... There's something about it. When she has her hair down, like, say, Catherine... It's very alluring, it's very sassy, it's very done, like, it's all done up. This is very simple. It's almost a different side of her in a way. It just gives you a different vibe.
I know what you mean, like, representing the face I'm putting out to the world, I'm all done up, compared to a much more relaxed, I'm just being myself.
Yeah, this is more stripped back, and she still looks lovely. Yeah. But, it's not all around her face and glam, it's just simple, and I just thought, I wonder if that's... just representative of...
It's also, I think, we say, like, with hair, like with Elena, obviously the difference with Catherine. Elena's hair, as Elena is, just very simple, like, she hasn't done anything, she's literally got up, she washed it and dried it, and that's how it sits. That because she's not about that, even though she always looks nice and will dress up for occasions, she's not about her appearance in the same way that Catherine is putting on the show and putting on the...
But it's also because Catherine uses her appearance as part of her weaponry, part of her arsenal to manipulate... because she's gorgeous, you know, so
Wow. I am the girl that you love. You wouldn't do anything to actually hurt me. You just prove that.
Got a point. She knows they're not going to push it to the limit.
She's smart. She knows I'm not going to hurt her. All right, so we get somebody else. Somebody who really will hurt her. Who?
Catherine?
Catherine? Elena was right, wasn't she? Deep down, you long to have your perfect feathers ruffled.
How do you know what Elena said to me in that cell?
Oh, Silas.
I'm here to talk some sense into poor, emotionless Elena.
Are you out of your mind? You got a better idea, Prom King? Plus, you're gonna lock you up in there with her.
You wouldn't last a week as a vampire without everyone fawning over you.
I'd love to see you try.
Donovan, you're coming with me.
Why should he?
Because Elena's hungry and missing. For once, his life might actually have purpose.
That's so mean.
I've been calling you for hours. Sorry, I came as soon as I got the message.
Caroline, let me in.
Call the phone again.
How do
Mom, just stay there.
Oh.
Turn your emotions back on right now, Elena, or so help me God, I will give you something to be sad about. I will kill him right here in front of you.
You're bluffing.
Oh no.
You angry I just turned your buddy into roadkill? Or are you sad that the guy that everybody loves is just a bag of bones? I guess it was a good idea that he was wearing this.
Oh.
Do you think that's very cleverly done? Because the way Damon has been to Matt, it's believable that he would kill him.
Yeah.
You'll be okay. Hey, I know this stage, okay? The emotions are overwhelming you. You just have to focus on one thing. Find the thing inside of you that makes you want to live, Elena. Let it in. Let it in. That's it. That's it. Just breathe it in. Blow everything else out.
Oh. Damon suddenly feeling on the outside. Oh, smart. I wonder.
You have to see me graduate. I swear I'll get you out of this town and find you a nice man. And
Yay. Oh God.
Did it work?
Well, it looks like Elena's emotional floodgates have been burst wide open, so she'll be back to her dull, sympathetic self in no time.
But that tombstone is filled with the blood of your ancient relative Katsuye or whatever. Katsuya. She was powerful enough to create the other side. What's in it for me?
Look at the one thing you want most in this world.
Think about it, it's so obvious. And look at you two. Everything that's happened to you, she did that. She brought Klaus to Mystic Falls. She turned Caroline into a vampire. She killed my brother. I focused on hate. And I hate her so much.
Well, I don't think that's what he meant. I mean, Catherine's not worth your time.
Not if I kill her.
Okay.
I think that's an easy emotion, isn't it, to latch onto, and
It's very powerful.
it's a strong one.
That's the standoff we've always wanted to see, isn't it? Elena versus Catherine, we're gonna get it. Because I don't know if it was on camera or off camera. I think a little while ago, didn't I say, are we gonna get to see Vampire Elena go against Vampire Catherine? Because I was like, ooh. And I don't blame her. I kind of don't blame her.
Yeah,
she
has every reason to hate her.
Yeah.
Jeremy alone.
Yeah, for sure. That was it. Oh, that was a loaded episode.
Yeah,
a lot happening there.
We were staring at Elena first. So we saw them realise that she knows they're not actually gonna
Hurt her.
Yeah, they'll put her through pain, but she knows she's not in danger of dying.
Yeah. But
yeah.
Matt, yeah.
Well, no, the fact that she ran in front of that window is just like, see, you're not going to let me die, so I'm not that scared. Whereas bringing in Catherine is actually,
Yeah.
you know, if anyone can provoke a reaction.
Yeah, definitely. But as you said, she's seen enough to know that they would sacrifice Matt for her.
Yeah.
And so
Damon
playing
definitely
on that,
would,
yeah. Playing on that, so...
I mean, she's seen Damon's reaction to Matt all the way through, but particularly since he survived the accident and she didn't.
Yeah.
it's absolutely believable that he would kill Matt.
Yeah. And bless him for being so brave to be like, okay, here's the plan.
Yeah, that Matt was...
That's terrifying.
On it and... Yeah. Because, I mean, I'm not entirely sure whether Stefan was in on it or not. Because the way he said Damon and looked at him, I thought he could be acting, but he also... It may have just been Damon and Matt in on it.
Yeah, genuine kind of, oh my gosh. Yeah.
Because Damon's done it before, like when they fake killed Bonnie.
Yeah.
Your reaction needed to be real.
Yeah, and so everyone else's needs to be real. Yeah, interesting. And it's almost like Elena could possibly sense whether or not Stefan was faking.
Yeah.
So, yeah, maybe it was them. That's a very good but horrible plan. But yes, it worked.
Yeah.
So... when that moment was there, when her emotions were turned back on her, flooding back in, and Stefan was the one sort of telling her and guiding her through it, there was a moment there where Damon was not the one. And I just thought that was really interesting in that for him it was probably so layered that if Stefan knows what he's talking about, he'll step back and let him do it. But at the same time, you could see in his eyes, like he was like, I'm not her salvation.
Yeah.
The one that was able to help her right then in that moment.
I think it's interesting because we've seen that with both brothers, that there have been moments where they have stepped back, seeing that the other one is what she needs right now. Yeah. They've both done that.
They both have different things to bring.
And again, that in that moment in those moments, they're both showing that they do truly love her because they're putting her before their own. Because how many people in a relationship be like, no, you should have turned to me, not this other person. And that's just a friend, let alone someone that there's a romantic thing going on.
Yeah, but then that's about them, not about the other person.
But the fact that they're both able to say, like, no, if that's what she needs, I'm able to put my feelings to one side and deal with the situation at hand.
Interesting. But there's so much on the line in one episode when you're like, is this person gone? Is this person gone? Is this person gone?
Yeah.
Like Matt came back and then Liz and I just, it's too much in one episode.
But so Elena is back.
It's good.
And focused on hate. Like we said, it's a very powerful emotion. And she's focused on killing Catherine.
I was trying to pull on that thread and be like, okay, are there any consequences if Catherine dies? In a way, no. Apart from the deal she's just made with Bonnie.
Yeah.
That she needs her to bring her the stone.
Yeah.
So...
And the fact that Elena, being who she is...
Excuse me.
Would she feel any better after she's done that?
Yeah.
Because even though it's Catherine, Elena has still killed someone that, in that scenario.
Oh, I don't know. She killed her brother. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's the one where I'd be like...
I'm not saying she'd be wrong to do it, but the way that Elena often feels about, she's quite forgiving, she's, I
don't know. I'd be happy for Elena 2.0, who's not so forgiving.
We have seen her be more ruthless.
Yeah.
I was going to say, her switching her emotions back on seeing Matt killed makes sense because she has always put others before herself. So the idea of her own death doesn't spark anything the way it does watching someone that she cared about.
Yeah.
So, again, we say on Matt, we spoke about him failing classes and stuff, and obviously him and Rebecca there.
Nice potential genuine friendship.
Yeah.
Who knows what could be.
But again, she's also learning that idea that I can compel you this if you want it, and the fact that he doesn't, she's like, okay, then we do it the hard way. Not, I'm going to go do it behind your back.
Yeah, that's true. And again, that's where she's different from Klaus.
Again, she's offering her help, but...
Respecting his choice. And that's what Klaus doesn't do.
So Caroline was going through it.
Oh, poor Caroline. Really smart with the injection.
Yeah.
It was straight into the heart. Really smart.
Yeah.
Because if she'd have waited too much longer, I think it wouldn't have been able to bring her back.
Yeah.
But that's good.
Yeah, we can't lose Liz. I love Liz.
Excuse me. Well, again, it was that... Who is Caroline's lost everything as well. So if
Yeah.
Caroline loses the one thing kind of keeping her here...
One thing that's hers, you know?
Yeah. I was like, well, what's that going to trigger? Shit.
And I think with Caroline, sometimes it can be easy to forget her age. Because she's so headstrong and her vampirism is under control and she's so a go-getter.
And she was like, you have to be here to see me graduate.
Yeah, and in that moment, it's just, it doesn't matter that she's an all-powerful vampire. It's, I'm a girl who's my mum.
Yeah. On a significant
I still need my
life
mum.
milestone, and I need my mum, yeah.
Having already lost her dad not that long ago.
Exactly.
Um,
And as far as she knew at that point, having lost Elena as well.
yeah.
So it was
Tyler's gone.
Her people, that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying, her people were getting less and less. Bless her. But yeah, really smart thinking with the blood straight to the heart injection. So that's good. I'm glad about that. Silas is a douchebag. He could have just knocked her out. He didn't have to kill Liz.
No, but we've seen he's a different kind of vicious, getting in people's heads and appearing as all these different people. Oof.
Yeah. And it was cool to see in that moment that Bonnie could see him.
Yeah.
You know, that she doesn't get fooled, so that's good.
And I like that. Well, I don't like it when Bonnie's off on her own, in the respect that they all come to Bonnie saying, oh, we need Bonnie's help with this. And that maybe she doesn't feel like she can do the same back. That's a shame.
Yeah.
But I suppose in her head, they're all working on Elena. And Elena always comes first. Because she's obviously doing her own thing to work against Silas.
Yeah, but there's also, what Bonnie said was interesting is, I think she wants to keep her plans to as limited people as possible because Silas will pick up on that.
Yeah.
So how isolating that is, but she's doing
Smart.
it, so yeah, it's very smart. So...
And I like that, having seen her losing control of her magic, that at the moment she seems focused and in control.
Yeah, very powerful.
Yeah, she seems confident in, I've got this.
Also, she seems to have let go of the bit where, I don't know, if like an episode or so ago we were like, is Bonnie going crazy? Been like, yeah, I'll, bring everyone back. But actually she's not lost her sense of reality, and she's like, he wants it back, and
But that's because it wasn't quite Bonnie, because you remember she was saying all that, then the witch sacrifice happened, then when she woke up she didn't remember anything.
That's a good point. She's had a bit of a reset. Yeah, but that's good. She's not as indoctrinated.
Almost, we've got Bonnie without the influence now.
Yes, interesting. But,
and the fact that she knew exactly what to offer Catherine.
Yeah, I'll get my old ancestor to give you the immortality to the level that you want.
Yeah.
Interesting. But then there's a question there of, okay, I don't know if Bonnie would really do that, but also if she does do that, who is Catherine with that level of insurance?
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm not sure. Because I wouldn't put it past Catherine to be like, world domination.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I'm the queen.
If anything, the first thing you think she'd do is go after Klaus. Being
John,
like, you were after me all this time, but now...
On the one hand, I'm like, totally respect that.
Yeah.
And on the other hand, I'm like, who's going to get caught up in that desire for world domination?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. I get so comfortable and just really enjoying it. It's like, this is the bad thing of, I can quite easily watch and record us watching Vampire Diaries in PJs, and it's just like, so good. But yeah. And then afterwards you're like, okay, we need to talk about it, energy. And I'm like, But yeah, it's really good. There's lots happening. That was one of those episodes where it's going very quickly, like bam, 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 bam. And you can't kind of lose concentration.
Well, it's another one of those where we've got the ongoing storyline and problem of Silas happening, but in this episode it's a background thing to trying to deal with Elena, because that's their immediate concern. Yeah. So they can't all be on board on fighting Silas, because they've got to...
I wonder if Elena been around with her humanity on to speak about her opinion of this dropping the veil, because it means she would get her parents weren't supernatural, were they?
No.
She might get Jeremy back though, because he was a hunter.
Well.
Alaric, yeah, she might get certain people back.
She was, because they were having the conversation around her when she then answered the phone to April and said Jeremy's dead. So, but then it all, obviously, she accepted it and turned it off. So
yeah, But I wonder as her now, with her
Yeah.
humanity on, whether or not she would say, yes, remove the veil because I get Jeremy back, or actually, no, it's not worth it because of unleashing all the people that would come with it. I don't know. Interesting. That to me sounds like, I don't know if you felt this way, but with some of the things in Vampire Diaries that they talk about, it's almost like it would be so huge. How would you make that possible in an episode? Bringing all those actors back and all those, you know what I mean? It's almost like if they do this, how would they do it? And it's so big. It's one of those storyline plot things that feels so big. How would they do it? And it's like, you can't, you know, once the toothpaste is squeezed out of the tube, you can't get it back in. So it's like, are we going to potentially allow it to go that way and have all these people back? And then what would you do? Would you have to go around and kill them again? Yeah. And if you do, once the other side is gone, because apparently Katia made it,
do they just move on?
Do they go back there again? Or I don't, there's so many questions. I don't know. But maybe we'll get them as we go. But it would be really cool if we got to meet Katia. Kitsia, sorry.
Or is it as Catherine said, Ketsue?
Not Katsu. I felt like she was saying katsu, like katsu curry, like the food. Where have I got Katia from? Maybe closer to,
I just love the way
Ketsia.
it's so Catherine
cool
to be like Ketsui or whatever. That's so Catherine.
She was making like katsu curry. But, what is it?
Ketsia.
Ketsia. That is a cool name.
Spelt with a Q.
Oh.
Ketsia.
Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those moments when you hear it, you're like, of course she would say that. Especially because I know in British culture, getting someone's name wrong, especially deliberately, is like the height of rudeness.
It's rude, yeah.
That's why you often ask for someone's name repeatedly, because you want to make sure it's right, because if you're wrong, it's considered so rude. So I could see her deliberately saying someone's name wrong, just to be that person.
Also, she would get Graham's back. Oh, I don't know. I can see it both ways, right? Lifting that veil.
Oh, yeah.
And being like, is there anyone truly terrible that would come back? Possibly. We should do a tally. Like, Esther? Michael?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All these people could possibly be there. But yet there's some good people that come back as well.
You could have Logan Fell back.
Logan Fell can fuck off. So yeah, I don't know. I'm on both sides. I could see it, Like, how awful would it be if she did it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
We could have Rose.
Well, they should make a list, right? And they go back, do the good people that we can bring back outweigh the bad people that we would need to re-kill? I don't know.
But also, if you're going to re-kill them, you're going to go, well, Rick's a vampire hunter, so he cancels out a few because he can get them.
Yeah. Oh, good point. Or would Rick come back as bad Alaric, evil Alaric?
Yeah,
what would he come back as? Who was he right before he died? Was he himself?
He was in transition, and then he was evil Alaric.
Because Elena died.
Yeah.
And then he died in Damon's arms.
I was saying that though, when he died in Damon's arms, the ghost of him that spoke to Jeremy was Alaric.
Yeah.
So.
But I don't know who he would come back as. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Always so many questions. So that was our reaction to the Vampire Diaries Season 4, Episode 21. She's Come Undone.
And how many episodes do we have this season?
23.
Oh, so we've got 2 more left.
Yeah.
Okay.
So thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.